Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon Geeky Sparkles sitting this video out. We're going to talk about Marvel versus the woke mind virus. That Tony Stark has been cured of the woke mind virus, and in Marvel Comics, they're actually calling it the woke mind virus. So it's a little on the nose there, right? So we're going to talk about what's going on with Doctor Doom and Tony Stark, and I think they're going to, in the comics at least, get these two a little closer to one another, right? Because we've got Doomsday coming where, spoiler, if you've been living under a rock, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Victor Von Doom, who is probably just going to be an evil Tony Stark, which they've done in the comics before, but I am not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of that, but you know, it's the MCU and none of it matters. So let's talk about the comics, because the comics don't really matter either. I think the comics, Marvel Comics for me, basically, I tried to pin down a date, and I'm thinking somewhere between 2007, 2010 was the canonical end of Marvel Comics as I've known it, and everything else, everything after that is apocryphal, right? Take it or leave it, because they reboot it multiple times or whatever. We're going to take a look at this. Gotta give a hat tip to Vinny who sent this over. Thank you very much for that. If you guys go out to Backer Kit, we're gonna be fulfilling the Shadowbinders pins actually in another day or two. They're all packed up, ready to go. We're gonna do another pin campaign in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to pin down, no pun intended, again, trying to pin down some costs for these pins, but we actually had a bunch of pins ready to go. Then the tariffs happened, but it's called Orcs or A-Holes. So if you go out to Backer Kit, you can get on the list whenever we decide to launch that. I think tentatively it's like 2 weeks from now. I think it's gonna be longer than that because we really got to look into manufacturing, and again, the tariffs definitely threw a wrench into things. But when we do launch this, go out to Backer Kit and get notified. They're pretty fun pins. We believe orcs are awful people. So they are. They're not even people. They're subhuman. They're monsters. They're monsters. They've been infected by the woke mind virus. Yeah, so this is coming from Bleeding Cool. I have not read this issue. I don't even know if this issue is out yet. And we're going to take a look at this. This is new to me, guys, so I don't know exactly what's going on. Dr. Doom and Tony Stark being cured of the woke mind virus. Spoilers. Dr. Doom and Tony Stark on being cured of the woke mind virus in One World Under Doom. Doom's regime enforces open borders, free healthcare, and more in One World Under Doom. So Doom's Biden? What? Tony Stark reverts to weapon manufacturing as Iron Man to sidestep the woke mind virus. So they're going to set Tony Stark up to be Elon Musk, which those comparisons have been made before. But now Robert Downey Jr. is like, yeah, I don't like Elon Musk now. So, you know, I used to like him, but now I don't. They used to love him. They used to love Elon. I mean, I think I said in another video, I was going through YouTube and I got recommended a Big Bang Theory clip from like I don't know, a decade ago or whatever. And they were just gushing over Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX and all that stuff. And now they absolutely hate him. Doom assembles a new Avengers team and superior Avengers for his global domination plans. He's a globalist. Iron Man becomes Doom's key weapon supplier, leading to ethical and strategic conflicts. God, I hope they don't do this in the MCU. I feel like this is like really on the nose, right? So people are like, hey, Marvel Comics have always been, DC Comics have always been political. Yeah, they have been. I mean, I will give you that. They always have been. And if you pick up a comic from especially like the 70s or 80s, the 60s, you're going to see that it does reflect the zeitgeist of the era, right? But it usually was done, usually was done in a more tactful manner than just like, hey, this is what's trending this week on Twitter. So we're gonna do a whole series about it. I don't know. I mean, does any of it matter? I'm just saying, like, that any of these comic books matter? Like, who are you making these comic books for? I really think that Marvel Comics is basically a vanity press for Disney at this point. Because we've got Tom Brevoort out there. Side note, we've got Tom Brevoort out there complaining about fans complaining about how they won't undo okay, so we got fans Tom Brevoort complaining about fans complaining about how they won't undo the undoing of the Spider-Man Mary Jane wedding. One thing people wanted for years, for decades at this point, almost 2 decades. And no, we're never going to do it. There's no demand for it. Meanwhile, they drop Ultimate Spider-Man, which has Spider-Man and MJ married with kids, and it is outselling Amazing Spider-Man. So they're anti-money at this point. So again, none of it matters. They're just going to keep doing whatever they're going to do until Disney decides to shut them down or outsource it all or whatever. So none of it matters. So buy it, don't buy it, doesn't matter. They're going to reboot it next year anyway. None of it matters. X Factor number 9 by Mark Russell and Bob Quinn is bringing a new policy for doom plants that will, well, control your mind. Doom plants. Okay. If you don't, Doom will soon gain mind control over the entire planet. The woke mind virus. That might lead him to take over the minds of everyone on the planet. It could be compared to Elon Musk's Neuralink ambitions. But this is not the only Marvel comic book for one world under doom today that might be compared to. Iron Man number 4 by Spencer Ackerman, Julius Ota, jumps to New York. Okay. Oh my God. So this guy's a streamer. Is this Tim Pool? He's got a beanie. Is that Tim Pool? This is the most base thing Tony Stark has ever done, you guys. And I'm saying this as someone who lost money betting against it. Okay. Like if the rumors are true about him rolling out an app to bet on superhero fights, your boy Blake Thrust is in trouble. So I just had to take you guys to the floor where the magic happens so we can be there for the exact moment when Iron Man cures himself of the woke mind virus. Oh, God. Hi, everyone. So this is Tony Stark. Hi, everyone. I know you've heard a lot from me lately. Isn't he dead? Did he die? So didn't he die so that Ironheart could take over? I don't know. Again, none of it matters. I don't really pay attention to modern Marvel comics other than to point and laugh. Hi, everyone. I know you've heard a lot from me lately, but let me just say this. In these unsettled times, these unprecedented times, it would be irresponsible for Stark to abandon the front lines of our security. Now, maybe more than ever, we need the weapon systems of tomorrow, so I intend to keep making them. That's right, Iron Man. Atta boy. Hey, I'm shocked there's a black dude in the crowd. Yeah. He still sucks. Is that wallet bulletproof? Send him 5K to the first 10 people. Text Iron Man and oh my God. So yeah, this guy's supposed to be like a Tim Pool type character, I guess. Whatever. Oh. This is about keeping people protected while all this history unfolds. That's the mission of Stark Unlimited, protecting all of us. And now we got, I give up. Whatever. Yeah, the art's not bad though. Yeah, I give up. Are they doing this to try to get their foot in the door with the Doomsday, whatever because whenever they drop a new MCU movie, they try to like line the comics up somewhat, but not quite with what's going on in the comics. So we got to push Tony Stark and Doctor Doom closer together, and eventually they'll just become the same person, right? Because that's what we want. Yeah. So there we go. Oh, and here we have AI. We got AI. So yeah, he's basically the evil Elon Musk or dubious Elon Musk standard, whatever. A lot of people sending this to me. They're like, did you see Marvel said woke mind virus? I'm like, this is the same Marvel comics that when some of their writers had a beef with YouTubers, they were literally naming villain characters after YouTubers. I think the one was named after Doug Ernst. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. But yeah, one of them was named after Doug Ernst, who back, 5 or 6 years ago was complaining about Dan Slott. And then they went ahead and named a Nazi character after Doug Ernst, right? So yeah, I mean, look, nobody's steering the ship at Marvel Comics. Like, it's very obvious. They're allowed to say whatever the hell they want to do. And I don't know, this might be good. I don't care. Like I said, to me, Marvel Comics, it is just my personal opinion. To me, Marvel Comics, as I knew it, ended about 2 decades ago. Not quite 2 decades ago. Actually, a lot of people said One More Day, Brand New Day was probably the official end of Marvel for them. And I think I would have to agree. I mean, we had some good stuff for a couple of years after that. But definitely by 2011, 2012, things were falling off big time. And then when they did the all new, all different Marvel Now or whatever with Axel Alonso, that was the definite end of Marvel. And they like killed everybody off, replaced them with a bunch of, younger, more diverse standard. That was that just to do it for fist bumps, and the sales fell off, and it never really regained steam, right? And the X-Men, piddling around on Plant Island for 5 years, 6 years? Yeah, exciting stuff, guys. So there we go. Marvel Comics versus the woke mind virus. Good luck with all of that. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.